I said, how to be a real man. To be a real man, you can't show any emotion or vulnerability. Make sure to avoid all deep and meaningful conversations, stuff all your feelings deep down inside, and keep your head down and just grind through life. To be a real man, walk on eggshells around everyone and avoid confrontation. Be passive aggressive until you get so pissed off that you explode and yell at your wife. Don't ask for help ever, because that's a sign of weakness. To be a real man, never do the deep work that's going to heal you. Instead, avoid and ignore and distract yourself so that you never have to work on the things that are limiting your success and your happiness. I said, never address your vices or your addictions, and always pretend that everything is okay and just continue to suffer in silence and quietly die within. Now, I said, as you read this, you see how stupid this is, right? Like, this is not how to be a real man. Yet, most men are this way. Most men are this way. In fact, there's a quote that I want to read to you. This quote, let me find it here. David Tudrow is the author of this quote. He says, the mass of men lead lives of quiet desperation. And that is so true. Most men lead lives of quiet desperation. They're suffering in silence, and they're walking on eggshells, and they're passive aggressive, and they're just letting things build and build and build before they explode in an uncontrollable rage, only to feel regret for that later, whether it was at their kids or their spouse or their friends, maybe their employees, or even your business partner, right? But what if, just what if, real men had a very different way of being? What if real men were people that were vulnerable? What if you could be vulnerable? What if you can have open conversation? What if you can do the deep dive and do the self-work and really heal the areas of your life that you were traumatically damaged in, right? About a real man is, it's unfortunate because, well, as I read there for you, a real man these days is lost, is confused, is passive aggressive. A real man is a nice guy, right? And all that means is that you're just passive, you're quiet, you're unsure, lack confidence. You ought to be a savage, but a servant. You ought to be a protector and a provider. That's what a real man is.